Hey yogis, welcome to One Down Dog on Demand. My name is Natalie, and this is a chill flow class. So, this class is meant for us to just be at ease, move our bodies, connect to our breath. So, the feel good stuff in yoga, right? So, to begin, go ahead and pull out your playlist if you're going to use the music, and we'll count down together on a 3, 2, 1, go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. And then let's begin in Sukhasana with your legs crossed. I have myself seated on a folded blanket. That's just to elevate my hips a little bit so that I can sit and breathe. So, if you notice that your knees go up above your hips, giving yourself a prop underneath your sit bones can help to elevate the hips and give yourself more space. So, let's go ahead and wiggle out for a moment. And we're just going to start by bringing just a kind attention to the breath and the body. So we can consider this a tuning in practice. It's a short, quick practice. So you can use this at any time of the day that you just need to connect to your body and your breath. Feel free to give yourself a soft gaze or close your eyes. Allow your hands to sit comfortably and sit up nice and tall. And take a deep inhale through your nose. Start to follow the sensation of your breath as you exhale slowly. Feel your breath as you inhale through the nose. And then follow the feeling of your breath as it leaves. Let's take it one more time, just like that, breathing in. Breathing out. And draw your palms down to your heart space into Anjali Mudra. We'll open out class today with an Om. So to hear that sound in our nervous system, in our bodies, in our mind and spirit, we'll take an inhale to tune in. Om. If your eyes are closed, gently blink them open. On your next breath in, sweep your arms up. Take a stretch. Use your exhale to reach up for your left wrist, right hand, and side bend to the right any amount. And as you do this, see if you can keep your left hip down and just lengthen as far as it feels good. You might add a little bit of engagement through your right side body. Take another inhale. Exhale to rise. Let's head over to the other side. Right wrist, left hand, and side stretch to the left. Same things. We'll feel that right sit bone grounded. Breathing in and breathing it out. Inhale to rise. Take your palms forward. Use your exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your chest, breathing out. Then go ahead and interlace your hands. Take your fingertips to the base of the skull. Feel your elbows expand. Kind of let the head be cradled in the hands for a moment. And on your next exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest and round your upper spine. We'll take that 3 times with the breath. So inhale, rolling through your spine, lifting and opening that space up. Good. Exhale, let go. And do it one more time. Following the sensation of your breath as you move. Releasing down. Roll the shoulders back. Let's find our way to a hands and knees position and table. I'm going to open up my blanket just so I have that extra support for the knees. Feel free to do the same. Just check in that it's nice and flat so that you don't feel too wobbly on it. And just mindfully place your wrists underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. We'll start with a few rounds of cow and cat just to tap in and tune into the body and breath. So this practice, as we go, we're going to inhale through the nose, lifting the chest cow. Exhale, tuck in your chin and round your spine cat. Let your head, neck, and shoulders soften and release. So as I was saying, this practice is meant for us to tune in And the easiest way that we can tune in is to follow and watch our breath. So, allowing yourself, yes, we're going to be moving through different yoga shapes and asana. We're also seeking that connection to breath, which can bring us to a state of dhyana, a meditative state in the body, in the mind. Keeping that movement going on your own time. You might be turning your hands out to the sides of the mat at 3 and 9 o'clock, just expanding a little bit more through the chest and shoulders. Feel free to add some free movement to your practice always. Right, so maybe you want to move your hips side to side, listening to what feels good and listening to the breath. Taking one more deep inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to center. Nice and slowly firm up your arms, step your right toes straight back onto the mat. Send some energy through the toes and stretch out the foot, the ankle. Notice where you feel the stretch. Keep that hip pointing down, pause, and float the leg up. Take a breath in, use your exhale, knee to nose, and round your upper spine. Releasing through the upper chest and shoulders. Inhale, extend it straight back, strong front body, right? Use your exhale, go knee to nose, round. One more time as you breathe it in. Exhale as you breathe it out. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee down. And wiggle your hips to the right and around. Get off your hands for a sec. To the left and around. Coming back to center. Inhale, step your left toes back. We'll lean and rock it a little bit forward and back. Checking in that your wrists are under your shoulders and you're putting your weight into your fingertips. Gently awakening the back of the leg. Take a pause. Inhale as you float that leg up. Again, check in that you're not arching the low back, but you're hugging into your center to support yourself. Keep your breath with you. As you exhale, knee to nose. Round it for 3. Inhale it back. Exhaling for 2. Inhale, extend it back. And last time for 1. Extend it back. Step your knee down. Move your hips to the left and around. To the right and around. Coming back to center. Splay your knees, big toes touch. Glide your hips to your heels. Find a child's pose as you release. Arms can be forward, or maybe you need a little more time to get into the shape. So maybe you take your hands, palms down, and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Give yourself as much space as you need. Sometimes going a little wider in the hips might feel a little more comfortable here. So bringing the knees a little wider. Take another deep, full breath. Big exhale. Slowly push into your hands to rise. Walk your arms forward. We're going to sneak our body forward into hands and knees and take the knees further back from the hips. So we can call this a baby plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbows close, lower down to your belly. Wiggle down. Untuck your toes. Take your hands by your side. Inhale, roll up your chest. Baby cobra, just lifting and extending the spine. Let the hips rest. Exhale to lower down. Rest on one cheek. Let's take that again. Inhale, roll it up. Baby cobra. This time, exhale, rest on the other cheek. Let's go one more. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. Press up back to that baby plank. Check in that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Strong arms. Biceps forward, triceps back. Tuck those toes under. Lift those hips back and up. Bent knee, down dog. Bend and straighten your legs. Pedaling and awakening. One more deep breath. And then yogis, start to feel your weight go back into the feet. Now you might walk your feet as wide as your hips or as wide as the mat. Send some energy back through the heels. And then start to walk your hands to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Soften your knees. Release your head, neck, shoulders. Feel free to sway side to side. And if it feels okay for you, reach for opposite arms. You can hold on to the forearms, elbows, or triceps. And let's add this quality like almost like the arms are like a pendulum on a clock, and they have a sense of weight to them so that we're allowing the spine to get really long. We might shake the head yes and no, following the breath. Release your arms on your next breath out. Heel toe your feet back in line with your hips. And then soft bend your knees. Start to bend and roll up one vertebrae at a time. So you're doing a slow spinal roll up, stacking your bones. The last thing that will come up will be your shoulders, neck, and head. Take your time. Once you arrive standing, stretch your arms up, take a breath. On your exhale, flip your hands back and either take your hands to your hips or add a little standing back bend with your hands interlaced or a strap. Lift your chest up, a little bend to those elbows, tuck in and dive into a fold. Release. Head, neck, shoulders softening in. Full breath in, and the arms are just going to lift as far as it feels good, right? As soon as we get a stretch, we're just going to pause there and breathe. This isn't a class to push ourselves. This is a class to stay connected to ourselves. Release the arms when you're ready. Go ahead and crawl like a kitty cat to a downward facing dog or a puppy. I know we're dog people also here. Send your hips up and back. Lift up your heels high. Bend your knees. Walk to the top of your mat now into a fold. Go ahead and release again over the legs. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to, but feel your pelvis tilt forward. On your next in-breath, lift up into a half forward fold. Hands glide to your thighs or shins. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, send the weight into your heels and rise all the way up to mountain. Take a stretch up. Salute the sun. Exhale as you take your palms to your heart into Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in, reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale to a forward fold, release. Head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Step your left foot back, right leg is going to lead. And take a pause, take a breath. Lengthen out your spine. Release your back knee gently to the mat. You can untuck those back toes, lift your chest up, breathe in. Exhale, straightish your front leg as you breathe out, half splits. Lengthen your spine inside of the front leg. And then on your next inhale, rebend your front knee. Press down into that front heel. Walk your hands to the front thigh slowly. Find your way to a low lunge. So we're looking to lengthen the spine, lift the chest, broaden out the heart. Maybe you want to rock a little bit forward and back a few times just to feel your weight shift forward and back. Take another pause and then lift up your left arm alongside your ear as far as it feels good. Take a stretch in. Use your exhale to side bend to the right as you breathe out. We're looking to press gently into the top of the back foot to steady ourselves. Taking one more big breath here. Exhale, press down to rise. Hands are going to come down. Frame up your front foot. Go ahead and plant those blocks off to the side. And take your right knee and step it right next to the left leg, back to table. Lift your chest like cow as you breathe in. On your exhale, split your knees, toes touch, child's pose as you breathe out. Arms where it feels best. If they're forward, maybe your wrists are in line with your shoulders, you're bowing down. Follow your breath here as you inhale. Feel where you feel the sensation. Follow your exhale out. Inhale, rise up through table. Sneak the knees back. Lower down to your belly. We'll take those 3 cobras, inhaling, rolling it up. Rolling it down. Maybe resting on one cheek in between. As you roll it up, and lowering down. One more with your breath, lifting it up, and lowering it back down. Hands by your side, tuck your toes, shoulders back, come up through hands and knees. Downward facing dog, hips up high. Lengthening out your spine, steadying your breath. And then go ahead and walk your feet to the top of your mat again. Fold it forward. Find a halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your thighs or shins. Exhale to a fold. Inhale to rise it on up to mountain. Take a big stretch up. Use your exhale as you draw your palms back to your heart. Let's take it on the other side. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, dive your body down to a fold, release. Head, neck, and shoulders softening. Crown of the head to the earth. On your inhale, lift up to a halfway lift, hands to your thighs or shins, long spine. Use your exhale, hands down, and now we're going to lead with the left leg, so step your right foot back. Take a breath. Lengthen out in that lunge. Release your back knee down. Untuck those back toes, take a breath in. On your exhale, straightish out that front leg to a half splits as you breathe out, just as far as you need to start to stretch and open up the back of the leg. Take another inhale. Exhale. Follow that breath out. Breathe in as you rebend your front knee. Ground some energy into your front heel. Walk your hands to your front thigh. Press it away. Just lifting up our gaze in that lunge. Maybe we're rocking a little bit forward and back if that feels good for your body. And then broadening across the chest. When you're ready, float your right arm up. Breathe in. Use your exhale to side bend over to the left as you breathe out. Take another deep, full breath. On your exhale, rise it up. Take your hands down. Frame up your front foot. We're going to step that knee back to meet the right. Blocks forward. Find your hands down. Lift your chest like cow. Breathe it in. Exhale to a child's pose as you breathe it out. Tucking in the chin, releasing the body. Feeling how every breath is this opportunity to begin again, to start again. And now let's go ahead and move on. Roll your body up back through table. Come back down onto your bellies, all the way down. Inhale, lift up your chest, one cobra, breathing in. And exhale, lower down, breathe it out. Hands by your side, tuck your toes under, shoulders back, lift up into that baby plank, then a downward facing dog, nice and slow. Feel that way, go back into the feet, walk them wide down dog. Noticing if you feel a broadening through your low back or hips, and then walk your way back to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Heel toe those feet in line with the hips and sway side to side, reaching for opposite arms. Shake your head, yes. No. Let's let those arms release. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time, just stacking, doming through the ribs, mindful of the spine. Last thing to come up is shoulders, neck, and head. We'll inhale to float the arms up. And exhale, hands down, either to the hips or interlace, standing back bend. Lift your chest as you inhale, strong back body. Exhale, fold it in to release. Crawl like a kitty back to your down dog or a puppy. And let's send those hips up. Heels lift high, breathe in. Bend your knees. Walk to the top of your mat. Fold forward as you breathe out. On your next inhale, take your hands to blocks if you got them. You can always just take fingertips down or hands to your front shins. We're going to bend that right knee deeper, straightish that left leg, and peel that left arm up and open. So finding this upper body twist, stretching out through our chest and shoulder. Maybe we circle out the wrist, reverse it, exhale, fold it in. Take a pause, take a breath, bend that left knee. Inhale, peel that right side up and open, stretching into your twist. Feel free to circle the wrist and reverse. Taking a pause, lowering it down. Release. Walk your feet as wide as your hips. Send that weight down and find your way to a yogi squat. A lot of ideas for squats. You might be putting props underneath your sit bones. You might need a blanket underneath your heels. You might not be as low as I am. That's totally fine. You can be in any squat that works for you. You might take your hands to your heart and broaden through the chest. I automatically just start to wiggle side to side, so maybe that's you. See if that feels good. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, take your hands down, lift your bottom up. Keep that right leg forward and step that left foot back. So we're going to step into a lizard. Hands to your blocks. Take a moment to lengthen out your spine. And then if you have the space, maybe you take forearms down. Broaden out through the chest and shoulders. Send some energy through your back heel as the crown of the head reaches forward. It might rock forward and back, and then release the back knee. Untuck the back toes and breathe. We're here for 2 more breaths, so just be here now and use this time again to follow your breath. Follow the sensation of your breath. Watching that exhale, especially on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly rise. Take your hands down. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. We're going to step to switch. Step that left foot forward. Our right foot goes back. Finding our way into that lizard. Take a pause, take a breath. Maybe forearms down. Again, lengthening the spine. I like to start with my knee up. If that's you, feel free to take it there. Feel the crown of the head go forward as that heel presses back. And breathe. Drop that back knee when you're ready. Untuck those back toes and broaden. We're just watching that exhale. Watching the sensation of the breath. So that breath is with us throughout our practice. One more full breath in here, yogis. Exhale, slowly come up. Take your hands down. We're going to step back to that tabletop. Move those blocks off to the side. We're going to make our way down to our backs. So go ahead and swing your legs forward. Place your blanket off and out of the way. And if you have a strap, go ahead and reach for it. If you don't have a strap, use something similar. And let's glide ourselves down all the way to the back. Nice and steady. You can just put that strap off to the side for a moment and let your body rest. So I'd like you to just feel an imprint of your back on the ground. Just feeling the natural curves of the spine. The skull is resting, releasing. Whenever you're ready, start to reach your arms up and overhead. Take a stretch on your back. Use your exhale to draw your right knee into your chest. And we're going to reach for that strap now and loop it around the padding, so that space just below the toes. And send that leg up to the sky. Now, as you come here, if you notice that you're feeling a pulling in your low back or your back is starting to round, I want you to lower your leg closer to the front of the mat. So just giving yourself enough space to breathe and stretch. Let the arms kind of rest. Give yourself enough space on the strap here. Just feeling an active stretch through the leg. And pressing into that strap and breathing. Keep your hips rooted down And then take your strap into your right hand to the left hip. Open your leg sweetly out towards the right. And as soon as you feel sensation in your groin or in the back of the leg, just pause. That's like exactly where you want to be, and breathe. Sometimes I use this right arm, to anchor, broaden out through the upper back. Let's take 2 more breaths here. So following the exhale. Keeping this left hip anchored. Nice and slowly return to center. Place your strap into your opposite hand. Take your right thumb to your right hip and move the leg slowly across your body towards the left. Now you can keep that hip down and get more of an IT band stretch. You might have to kind of root it down and lift, and root and lift. Just listening as you go. One more deep breath. Return it back to center. Lower that strap away and lower your leg down to meet the left. Let's take a moment to pause and just see if we notice any difference on one side or the other. So sometimes I'll feel, like this hip sits differently or just a little bit more ease. Just see what you notice. And when you're ready, let's take it on the other side. So arms stretch up, draw that left knee in, hands to your shin, and breathe. Just pausing and breathing there. When you're ready, take the strap to the padding of that left foot, send it up as far as it feels good. And again, give yourself a lot of space, as much as you need, so your elbows can rest comfortably and your hips can be down. And if I'm listening, I think I need to lower my leg a little bit. So see where you're at. Following your breath again, just pressing that foot into the strap, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Letting the head rest. When y'all are ready, strap into your left hand. Right hand roots you. Inhale to open the leg any amount to the left. Just getting enough of a stretch on the inside of the groin. Keeping that right side down. Let's take one more full breath. Follow the sensation of your exhale. Return it to center. Place your strap in your opposite hand. Hook your thumb into your hip crease. Move your leg across your body slowly to the right. And again, I'm going to keep anchoring this left hip down so that I can get a little bit more of a stretch in my IT band, which for many bodies, that can be a very tight space. So give yourself a lot of breath and kindness. One more inhale. Return to center when you're ready. Exhale. Release the strap. Lower that leg back down. Let's take some windshield wiper legs. Just swaying it side to side. When you're ready, yogis, float your right leg up. And take your hands to the back of your hamstring. Flex your toes, point your toes, wiggle it around. And then start to cross the pinky edge of your foot onto your left thigh, finding a figure 4 position. So we can just listen. We might stay right here. Again, notice if you lost your breath, invite it to come back. And you could stay or thread the needle with your hands, or always you could place a strap to the back of the leg. So just give you other ideas to bring your leg a little closer to you. Give yourself another full deep breath in. Full release exhale. When you're ready, letting that go. Uncross. I'm going to move my strap. So when you're ready, lift up your left leg, hands to the back of the hamstring. You might circle that ankle around, saying hello to the joints on your feet. Reverse it, flex your toes. Find that figure 4 position on this side. You might stay just where you are. What we're looking for is a stretch through this outer hip. If we need to thread the needle to get a little more sensation, we can do that with the hands or strap and release the head, neck, and shoulders. Just following the breath in and out with ease. When you're ready, release this side, uncross. Take those windshield wipers legs again. And we'll take a little small bridge. So it doesn't have to be like our biggest back bend, just enough that we get to open the front of the hips before we close out our practice. So feel that your heels are underneath your knees and your toes are forward, arms by your side. Slowly lift up your hips for bridge. And again, doesn't have to be the biggest place, just enough that you get the opening through the front of the hips. We're going to feel like that weight goes into the heels. Take a deep breath in through the side of your lungs. Then exhale, slowly lower it back down to the mat. So good. Go ahead and open your arms to a cactus or T. Move your hips to the left. Exhale, knees to the right. Just finding a gentle twist. And again, if we're in this lens of watching the breath, we might take that right hand and put it right onto our left rib cage. As we do that, we can feel our breath as it expands and follow it. Following the exhale. Release that arm. Hips scooch over to the right gently. Knees to the left. Releasing your arms like wings that are resting. And maybe take that left hand to the right ribs. Feel your breath. Return to center. Feel free to roll or rock and roll to come up. I'm going to just roll to one side. Once you arrive in a seat, go ahead and sit for a moment. We'll just get a stretch for the neck before we do a forward fold and release. So take an inhale and lengthen nice and tall. Use your exhale to roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And maybe your right hand goes outside of your left skull. Your left arm might walk out to the side and pet your imaginary unicorn, turtle, whatever you got. Maybe it's a real dog. Take another breath. Exhale, roll your chin back to your chest. Sweetly take it to the other side. Soften this right shoulder down. Maybe you add on the hand. Extend the arm. Pet something over here. Softening the jaw with each exhale. Return back to center nice and sweetly. Lifting up your gaze. We'll go ahead and take a seated fold to close out our practice. I'm going to recommend that you sit up on a blanket, but up to you. Just to get our hips up a little higher. I'm just going to adjust mine. Okay. Once you find it, legs are going to extend forward as far as it feels good. They might be slightly bent or straight, totally up to you. Go ahead and lengthen the spine. Tilt your pelvis forward, hinge to a forward fold, and you can use your strap or just let your hands rest wherever they rest. So we're taking in a folding in moment for the end of our practice. Just to close out, release the back. Your goal is not how far can you go. It's always, where is my edge? Where do I feel sensation? And pausing right there, right when you get that sensation. So we're not pushing anything. Just being here as we are. And breathing. Watching that breath as it leaves. Just the natural rhythm of your breath. Slowly rising. We're going to glide forward, plant the feet back down. And if you have a pillow, you might be slipping it underneath your knees for your Shavasana. Or if you have your blocks, you can do that as well. Well, just rest it underneath there. Scoot your booch down. Lower your body gently to the earth or whatever final shape really feels restorative for you. Feel free to place any other props that you need, either on your body or resting underneath you. Sometimes it takes a second to get your wiggles out, get adjusted. You can rest with your hands, palms facing up, or somewhere on your body that helps you feel your breath. So giving yourself just a couple moments where there's nothing else to do except be here resting. And as a practice in your Shavasana, you might be practicing watching your exhale again. When we watch the breath, we don't have to do anything or create anything. You can simply just watch the rise and fall of the breath and the body. And if our mind wanders away from the breath, noticing and then gently, kindly guiding your way back to this anchoring quality of your exhalation. So we can take everything moment to moment. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you're ready to move on, start to wiggle out your fingers and toes. We're going to take the thumb tips lightly to the fingertips and drag them forward and back, side to side, just to awaken the nervous system really kindly, really sweetly. Whenever you're ready, take a big morning stretch, whatever time of day you're in. Wiggle side to side. Draw your knees in towards your body. Give yourself a little love hug. And roll your body to one side when you feel ready. Slowly rising. Let's make our way back to our meditation seat we began with. So just feeling those shoulders stacked over the hips. This kind attention to the breath. That's always available for you at any moment of the day, because we're breathing all the time. So to close out our practice, take your hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart. So feeling this tuning in to your breath, to your body, and we'll close with the sound of Om. Take a deep inhale. Thank you so much for joining me for Chill, and I'll see you next time.